some kind of system that will motivate most of the immigrants. I'm not saying all the immigrants, but specific group of immigrants to find work more efficiently in accordance with their skills.
I think there's always a backlash against immigration when the economy's poor, right? Because people no longer have their jobs and they want the crappy little job, right? And immigrants, unfortunately feel a backlash. And I think also our immigration policy, we allow too many immigrants in.
Immigration is great. No one was born here except for natives. We're all immigrants at some stage of our heritage, and that's a great thing about Canada. However, we don't ask people to understand things like general manners. We don't ask people to not spit in the street. We don't ask people who come from other cultures to please respect ours. And so we're getting a big melting pot, but it's really changed the face of Canadians.
And I think it's been going too fast. We need time to absorb the new populations, and it's been too much too quickly, at least in Toronto. It's basically a good thing, but we just have to pace ourselves.
A lot of people are racist towards other nationalities and feel that they're taking jobs away from them, and everybody's, not everybody, but I think there is a lot of feeling that immigrants are taking away from people.
A lot of immigrants are moving to Toronto, they're moving to Montreal, they're moving to the big cities because that's where they perceive the economic opportunities. And that's a failure of policy on the part of the Harper government and previous Liberal governments. There's a need to develop Northern Canada, a need to encourage immigrants to settle.
It's a big challenge Canada has to face. And we have low birth rate and higher retirement. Old age people get retirement so soon. And so little people working. So we need immigration in this country.
Immigration has affected Canada tremendously and changed the character of the country. And I would say that I think multiculturalism is a huge flop, but I do like diversity. Diversity is one thing. Multiculturalism is something else.
It's just too much of a melting pot, and people aren't really adjusting all that well.
Immigration has been fabulous. It's made our country so diverse and so interesting. And I grew up in Toronto when it was really a white town. And I've seen it grow with every group that's come, and I love it.
I would encourage all people to migrate to Canada. It's a great country, great people, and you feel like home. Yeah, and all the law support. Everything supports the immigrants. The only thing, like most people are coming to Toronto, which is now full of people, a lot of population here, and we see a lot of places out there still not crowded with a lot of population. That's the only thing.
Migration is affecting Canada in a very positive way. Like when all the immigrants come to Canada, they like to spend money, they like to own a house, they like to rent or lease a house, and like lot of shopping when they are settling down. So I think this is how the wheel of the economy moves and it rolls down.
Myself, I would have been happy to just stay home in Barbados where it's warm. However, I think immigration has actually been a great thing for Canada. It's you look around and there are people from all over the world here, and they're all getting along for the most part, which is more than can be said for a lot of other countries.